Welcome. I'm in my Yogashala Satya at Centered City Yoga in Salt Lake City. Enjoy this practice. Choose what's yours. And leave the rest if you needed a substitute posture, anything like that, then go ahead. Today I'd like to do a blended series of some of my own things that I've learned just through the days, a little bit of influence from my teacher, Srivatsa Ramaswamy, and my teacher, Manju Joyce. We'll start with just finding a nice seated posture. I like to sit directly on the ground. If you'd like to sit on a cushion, you are more than welcome. Once you find a good seat, close your eyes and start to find the breath. Ideally, breathe in through the nose until you feel full. Out through the nose, drawing the low belly in, softening the shoulders, the face, until you feel empty and you can feel the core engage. Allow that exhale to turn into your new inhalation, maybe pausing at the top of it this time. Fill yourself up. And exhale, root down through the sit bones, draw the low belly in again. Just let the shoulders relax. Yes. Take a couple more breaths, just allowing yourself to come into your body. Now, when ready, bring the arms up overhead. You can open the eyes if you'd like for a moment. At the top of the inhale, just stay and reach tall. As you exhale, soften through the elbows a bit, interlace the fingers, and then turn the palms towards the ceiling. If this bothers the shoulders, you might keep the elbows bent a bit. If you're doing okay, reach the arms all the way up overhead, start to drop the chin down, and we're going to do 36 breaths of skull shining, which is called Kabbalah Bhakti, and it's a forceful exhale and a passive inhale, and it sounds like this. It just says, it will start out slow, and then I'll go a little bit faster. You can go your own pace. I'll count for you. Now take an inhale, exhale part way, and then begin. And release, reach the arms high, release the fingers, and take the whole exhale to bring the arms all the way out, all the way down. Take a couple of natural breaths. Notice the mind. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Now, this time, take an exhale. Just take the fingertips and place them right on the shoulders, just right at the back of the shoulders. Elbows lift up, pull the front rib cage in. We'll do another round of 36. Take a big inhale. Exhale halfway. And begin. And that's good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take the arms all the way out, all the way down. Take a couple of natural breaths. We're using this just to cleanse the upper respiratory system, kind of really come into your body. Good. One more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead. And then this time, you can either do kind of a Jnana Mudra with the index and thumb finger together, just opening up through the upper shoulders again, or you might take the four fingers into the palms, thumb overhead, chin down or lightly forward on this one, and we'll begin again. Take an inhale, exhale halfway, draw the low belly in, and begin. Perfect. Inhale, release the fingers. Exhale, take the arms all the way down. Beautiful. Now, just kind of find a good way to standing. You can go through a vinyasa to stand up or just stand up. And then I'll face towards you. Come to the standing, feet together if you can, hip width apart if you need stability. Now, chin down. Inhale, the arms take the whole inhale to come all the way up. At the very top, interlace the fingers, look down. Stay for an inhale, grow taller, feet down, hands up. And exhale, take the whole exhale to release the fingers, come all the way down. Samasthi ET, equal standing posture. Take a breath. Nice and strong, yes. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And exhale, interlace the fingers, grow taller. Inhale, grow even taller. And now as you exhale, bend the elbows, take the thumbs behind the head, tuck the chin down again. This keeps the spine in good alignment. Once the hands are behind the head, lightly press the head back, take a breath. Every breath as long as you can without straining. Good. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, release the fingers. Perfect. Exhale, arms all the way out, all the way down. Take the whole exhale to take the hands down to the side body. Take a breath. Yes. Good. Inhale. This time bring the arms out to a T. We'll twist. Palms down, fingers shoulder height. On an exhale, twist one direction. Look over the back arm. Inhale, bring everything back to center. And exhale, find the second side. You're taking the whole exhale to twist. Good. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the first side. Take 3 breaths. Every breath twisting a little bit more. Keep the feet plugged to the ground. This time on exhale, come back to the center. Strong arms, core engaged. Inhale. And then as you exhale, travel more and more to the second side. Shoulders nice and broad. Eyes look over the back hand. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Take one final inhale. And then exhale, come back to the center. Slow it down. Inhale, shoulders broaden, fingertips reach far, right to left. And exhale, the hands come all the way down. Perfect. A little bit of a back bend. I'll turn sideways. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Lean back just as far as makes sense. It could just be a little bit, it could be a lot. And then as you exhale, bring the arms all the way down. Stay tall. Take the hands all the way behind you. Chin down. Inhale, hands reach back. And exhale, bring the arms all the way down. Perfect. Now, start to do a little bit of sun salutations. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. You might interlace the fingers or keep the hands free. As you exhale, bend knees if you like, hips back, fold all the way down. Hands can release at the bottom, bow the head. Inhale, lift up part way. Now, instead of like sometimes we just come from straight legs, on the exhale, you're going to bend the knees. Come into as deep of a squat as you can. Yep. This is really good for knee and ankle mobility. Push the hands down. From here, I'll step back this first time. You can always step or jump back to a high position in a plank. Take an inhale, grow long. Exhale, elbows energize back, lower slowly, all the way to the belly. As you find your way down, inhale, reach the arms overhead, shoulder width or palms together. Exhale, inhale, grow longer, feet push down. Exhale, span the arms all the way back, lift up the heart, and then place the hands next to the ribcage, chin down. Inhale, a cobra. Exhale, lower down. Now use the knees to the ground if you like. It could lift up through the sit bones here. I'm going to keep my knees off the ground. Move into a low position. Inhale, high position. Exhale, move into a downward facing dog. In this particular way of doing vinyasas, you can have the feet pretty close together. If that bothers the back, the feet can step wider. Take 3 breaths here. Eyes look down towards the toes, knees, or ideally the belly, if that's okay. Beautiful. Upper leg bones back, hands very strong. Inhale, reach the right leg straight back. You might lift it higher. Try to keep the pelvis square. Left hip pulls back, hands plug down, head bows. Take 2 more breaths. Every breath trying to grow a little bit higher. Keep the core engaged. Hollow out the belly. Exhale, place that right foot down next to the left, and then lift the other foot. Inhale, and exhale, push the hands down, lengthen through the back. Take 2 more breaths. Exhale, put the foot down next to the other. Perfect. Inhale, lift through the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, hips back, either step or float to the hands. As you arrive, inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. And then either hands out to the sides. You could try interlacing fingers. Scoop it up. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, take the arms all the way out, all the way down, chin down. Take 1 breath. Just notice the body, beautiful. Inhale, reach as high as you can. Interlace the fingers, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward again, bow down. Hands placed next to the feet. Perfect. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the knees. I'll jump this time. You can step or jump. Come down. Yes, all the way down. Now inhale, bring the arms overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, bring the arms all the way back. We'll find Bandasana this time. Lift up through the heart. Push down through the feet. Shoulders nice and broad. Yeah, beautiful. Hands can be shoulder width, or you might interlace the fingers. Good. Feet down or up. Take 2 more breaths. Now, as you exhale, keep the feet up if they're up. Place the hands next to the rib cage. Tuck the chin down. Inhale, a cobra. Exhale, lower down. Turn the toes under. Inhale, knees down or up. Pause for the exhale. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Right leg lifts, big inhale. This time open up through the hip. Keep the eyes either down, turning left. Maybe it feels better to turn the eyes right. That's up to you. Breathe and breathe. Good. Engage the core. Use the core to lengthen that leg. Big inhale. Now as you exhale, you'll hug the knee to the heart. Look forward. Take the right foot between the hands. Keep the left heel up for right now. Push the foot down. Inhale. Rise up. High crescent warrior. Exhale, lower down through the pelvis a bit. Draw that front hip back where the knee is forward. Lift up through the heart, another breath or 2. Feel the glutes on that back leg really firing. As you exhale, hands come down. The moment the hands come down, inhale, lift up through the arms. You're spreading the wings, the lower shoulder. If it rolls in, try to pull it back. Look up or straight in front of you if the neck is bothered at all. Another breath. Good. As you exhale, take that hand down. Now we'll slide forward into a pyramid. So you'll think of transferring the head energy forward. Inhale, reach forward smoothly. Exhale, that back foot now turns out about 5 degrees. Front to knee can be bent if you need. Inhale. Lengthen through the pelvis. See, I'm drawing the hip back with the front leg that's forward to try to stretch that whole side body. As you exhale, bow down. Now you can stay here. If you'd like to move with it, push the feet down. Bring the arms out to a T. Inhale, push, 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 stand up, arms overhead. Exhale, pull the hips back, hands together if you can. Bow down, reach the fingers far forward, bow down through the head. Take a breath. Beautiful. Inhale, push, push, push. Stand up. Arms overhead. Lean back a little bit. As you exhale, fold down. If you've stayed folded this whole time, we'll meet up right now. Place the hands next to that front foot, bow. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, that front knee is going to bend, back foot comes back down again. Set the back knee down, push down through the front foot. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, stay tall, engage the core. Open the arms out to a T, palms are up. Inhale, broaden. Exhale, take the hands down and float. Back toes turn under. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, step the foot back. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, lower down. As you inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, swim the arms back. Just float them back. Shalabhasana again. Your choice of hands, your choice of feet, up or down. Press the pelvis down. Broaden the shoulders. Think of length more than height. The height will come as you find length and core engagement. Take one more breath. Beautiful. On exhale, take the hands to frame the rib cage. Inhale, cobra. Eyes ideally down, maybe forward. And then exhale, lower down. Turn the toes under. Inhale, low push-up. Exhale, pause. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, back into your downward dog. Take a breath or two. If you notice there's tension in the neck, you can always shake the head no. Nod the head yes. Start to root down even more through the thumbs. Reach the upper shoulders back, soften. Good. Engaging through the core. Inhale, left leg floats up. Exhale, open up through the hip. Draw the upper inner thigh of the right leg towards the center. Lift the left knee more, a little bit of a tilt with the head if you like. Strong hands. Release the shoulders just a bit. Perfect. Breathe. One more breath, stronger hands. Big inhale, square, and lift up through that back leg. Exhale, bring the knee forward. Travel the shoulders over your wrist. Step the back foot forward. High crescent warrior, push down. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, soften. If you'd like, interlace fingers here, you could. Your choice, breathe. Shoulders down and back, lift through the heart. Yes, if you'd like to move this just a little bit, you could exhale, bring the arms wide to a T. Inhale, thumbs back. And then exhale, maybe bring pinkies towards each other. And then inhale, bring it back up. Now, as you exhale, moving towards a pyramid pose, reach the hands down. Inhale, reach the back foot forward a bit. Turn the toes out. About 5 degrees or so. Front knee can be bent. Try to root through the back foot. Now, you can either stay down. If you'd like to come up, push down through both feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And then from here, you'd reach the hips back. Exhale, bow down. Reach, 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 reach. Maybe stay for a breath. Beautiful. Inhale, grow tall, push the feet down, come all the way up. And then exhale, come down once more, separate the hands. Yes, bow. Now inhale, lift up. Exhale, the back foot floats back more. As you come towards a low lunge, you'll place one hand down, the other arm, so opposite hand from leg. The same leg that's forward, that arm lifts up into a twist. You can either have very square. If you want a little bit of a back bend, you could. I'll choose square shoulders today. Lower arm, try to spin that shoulder open. Ground down through the hand, take another breath or two. Now reach the arm down, back knee comes down. Inhale, reach up through the arms. Exhale, open out to a T. Inhale, thumbs reach back. And exhale, hands come down. Step that front foot back. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Press the pelvis down. Inhale, bring the arms overhead, shoulder width or maybe closer together. Take a breath. Good. Inhale, float the arms back. Take the hands to frame the rib cage. No Shalabhasana this time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down, turn the toes under, low push-up, take a breath, use knees if you like. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathe. Now this time, when we jump forward, instead of jumping forward straight legs, try to jump forward into a squat. Just for perspective, something different. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, and either walk or jump. Lower down. Good. Now stay low. Take the hands, interlace them if you can. If this is too much, you can have the hips higher. It's not a problem to have the hips up. But otherwise, just bow down, bring the palms forward, root down through the heels, take 3 breaths. This is very nice for opening up through the thoracic area, so kind of this back of the rib cage area, while also nourishing the hips and the knees and the ankles. Now to come up, push your feet down, inhale, keep the arms where they are, stand tall. Beautiful. Exhale, take the arms all the way out to a T, all the way down. Look down, take a breath. Beautiful. Now a standing pose. Sometimes we do tree, sometimes we do this and that. Today I'd like to give you a pose that's it's kind of like if you've done Marichyasana on the ground, it would feel like the A position. All you'll do is choose a foot, root down through the standing leg of inner and outer forefeet, inner and outer heels, press, stand tall, and then the leg that you're going to lift, let it lift. If you're working on balance, and this is new to you, you could keep the knee free and use a wall even, back of the body to wall or even a hand to wall. If you're accustomed to balancing, then try to take the leg higher, and you can choose to either interlace the fingers, whichever knee is up, that hip reaches down to squeeze sit bones towards each other, stand tall, chin might come down. You could stay there. If you have more space, you could take the forearms and actually wrap the forearms around that shin bone, breathing. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Now release, maybe keep the knee bent, maybe extend for a moment, inhale, and exhale, float the foot down. Immediately the other leg lifts, inhale, choose your position. A total of about 5 breaths. You might wrap the shin bones with your forearms, press the standing leg long, chin might tuck down, focus your eyes. Good, and then release. Maybe the leg lengthens, slow it down. Patience, right? Patience, float the foot down. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Back to the first side, you can either go immediately to where you were before, so maybe you just find it. If you want something different, shoulders might be feeling open enough, take the hands to the shin bone, flex the toes back, opposite hand from foot is going to reach across, hold the outer edge of the foot, sit bones down, knee higher. You could stay here, or lift up through the arm. As you lift up, this gets a little bit tricky. You can reach forward, you can pause anywhere that makes sense. Internal rotation through the shoulder, dip the hand down, start to look down more and more, wrap. You could hold here. If you have enough space, you can swim the arm back, interlace the fingers behind you, chin down, breathe. Can you take 3 more breaths? Patience, soft eyes, strong feet, strong core, bandha engagement if you're used to bandhas. Perfect, now to come out of it. Careful, careful, breathe. Always keep breathing. It will hold space for you, knee or straight leg forward. And float the foot down. Perfect. When ready, immediately as you can to the other side. Either again, finding just where you were before, or finding a new place. So you might go to some other variation, or you can flex the toes. Other arm reaches for the outside edge of the foot with the fingers. Free the hand that's on the same elevated leg. Strong standing leg. Eyes focus down now. Focus, focus down. Wrap around, getting the armpit around the shin bone. Squeeze. You might stay here, or you might wrap around behind you, standing tall. Good. 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Start to come out, be patient, slow it down. Part of the practice is a journey of getting in and out of postures. Be very patient. Inhale, maybe bent knee, maybe a straight leg. Open the shoulders. Exhale, float it down. How was that? Should we do a vinyasa? So you can choose if kind of coming down and up is too much. Your vinyasa could look like cat-cow standing. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, around the back. If you want a sun salutation, inhale, arms up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, grow taller. As you exhale, hips back, knees bent or straight, hips back. Bow down, tuck the chin down. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Come all the way down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Good. Arms reach overhead. Big breath, pelvis presses down. We'll add in one, just inhale, the Bandasana, reach back. Exhale, hands from the rib cage, yes. Inhale, cobra. If you'd like an upward facing dog, you could also lift the knees from the ground. Exhale, back down, yes. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 to 3 breaths. Belly to the spine, relaxing the hamstrings a bit so the heels can just relax to the ground. Now to come forward, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale to the knees, hips back, step, walk, or jump into that squat. Yep, slow it down, perfect. This time, now inhale, bow down. Exhale, broad shoulders. Inhale, as you stand up, if you've been doing cat-cows, join me. Stand up tall, lift the heels, interlace the fingers at the top, wobble upright. Take 2 to 3 breaths. Patience, yes, grace. Now, inhale, release the fingers. Exhale, come all the way out with the arms, all the way down with the heels, and you land in Samasthiti. Perfect. Starting at the top of your mat, we'll simply just step out. Not too bad, right? Turn the toes one way, so you're moving into Uttita Trikonasana. So you have your legs about 1 leg length apart. In Vinyasa Krama, we'd actually turn both feet out. I'll do more of the Ashtanga version where the back foot is going to be turned in maybe about 3 degrees so you can really root through the outer edge of the foot. It's a little bit easier on the hip. Open the arms out to a T, big inhale. Now, can you take the whole exhale to reach long? Pause halfway down. So you want to feel the stretch through the upper side body, big inhale. And then as you exhale, find either the space above the knee, below the knee, not directly on the knee, a block if you're using a block, or maybe you'll take the big toe. Look up if you can. If that bothers the neck, you can just look down and nestle the chin towards your low shoulder. Take 3 more breaths. As full as you can with each inhale, as empty as you can, engaging the core with each exhale. 2 more. Now to come up, find the energy of the ground holding you up. Reach with the upper fingers. Big inhale. Tip your body upright. Take that whole inhale to come up. Be peaceful. Yes. Exhale, just switch the feet. Inhale, palms point down, broaden the shoulders. Exhale, other hip reaches opposite from the way the head is reaching. Pause halfway down. See how I'm reaching my ear towards my shoulder? Inhale. Push the feet down, connect to the core. Exhale, find your best place. Does not have to drop low like I am. Breathe. 3 more breaths. Perfect. Now push the feet down. Inhale, reach the fingers far right from left. That will help you stand up, that concentrated energy. Exhale, toes to the center. Now you can stay here and breathe. If you want to be playful, you can take the hands to the hips. Think of jumping, bending the knees. Our bending the knees is a good shock absorber. So if it's okay for you to jump, bend the knees, jump the feet together. It's playful. And then jump the feet back apart. Perfect. Now to revolve that triangle, we'll spin towards the first side. I like to, once I get spun towards the side, step onto the front foot, back foot lifts, and then I set it down about, depending on leg length, somewhere between 2 feet and 3 feet apart, but so you can square the hips forward, okay? Now, you can go to any place that makes sense. You could keep the hands on the hips. You could lift up the opposite arm from the leg that's forward. I like to take my hand that's on the same side as the leg that's forward and kind of pull that hip back to help give myself my own assist. Big inhale, push the feet down, look up. Exhale as I pull that hip back. You get to decide if you pause halfway and stay. You can always take a hand down. If it's okay for your body, you can come down, maybe placing the hand inside, maybe on the shin bone if the reach isn't there, or outside of the baby toes. And then you can stay, or start to spin the torso to the side, maybe staying, or reaching the arm up. Can you take 3 more breaths? Good. Now feel the core connect. Look down. Now take the arm that's up, back. Take the arm that's down, forward, windmill. Big inhale, windmill. Either looking up or looking forward, windmill the arms all the way around. So now you're reaching to the other side. Beginning again, hand hooks that front hip, bend through the knee, stand up, big inhale. Exhale, set the foot down. Now grow the feet down, inhale, lift. As you exhale, hips back, belly to the spine, fold as much as makes sense. You can fold halfway or completely, hand on the inside or outside if it reaches. And then maybe, you spin the shoulders open, maybe lifting the arm, push the feet down. Belly to the spine, sit bones, connect towards the center line, breathe. Just energetically, that is. Breathe. Soften the eyes. Perfect, look down. Windmill the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the hips, toes are pointing forward. Either stay or jump again, bend, jump, and jump. Perfect. Heel toe the feet a little bit wider. So once you have the feet wide, let me get centered on my mat here, have the outer edges so that they're parallel with the outer edges of your mat. You'll feel a little bit pigeon-toed, but so you can have the big toe side of the foot really grounded. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, come up straight. Inhale, arms open to a T. Exhale, you get to decide if you have I'll turn around, if you have your hands interlaced like this, forearms, or maybe you find what we call Prastanjali, which is reverse Anjali Mudra. If that's within reach, you could find that. I'll do reverse Anjali Mudra since I'm there. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, hips back, heart is open as you fold. If knees need to bend here, you can. Otherwise, just bow down. If you have straighter arms, you could try to reach the hands overhead, either towards the ceiling and eventually down towards the ground. Good, take 3 more breaths. Nice long neck, tuck the chin down if you can. Beautiful, 1 more breath. Perfect, as you inhale, push the feet down, lift the heart, elbows pull back, or hands lift up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, release the arms. Give them a little shake if you need to. That can be a lot. Another breath. As you exhale, take the hands to the hips. If your feet are really far apart, heel toe them a little bit closer until you feel very stable and the core can be here for you. And then just jump in. See how I'm bending my knees in? It can be very nurturing for the knees if you remember to bend them when you jump. And sometimes if we don't think we can jump, we're just forgetting that we can bend them when we land, okay? Going to find our way to the floor a different way this time. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, interlace the fingers, grow tall, inhale. Now this time, as you exhale, hips back. If this is unstable, separate the fingers. Fold forward, take a breath here, hips reach back, big inhale. Now, see if you can bring the knees towards the ground. This is where it can get tricky. You can use the hands if you like to the ground. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, my knees are going to come to the ground. Lift up tall. And then tuck the toes under as you exhale. Draw the low belly in. Take an inhale, bring the elbows wide. This is just another way to nurture the shoulders. Take a breath here. It looks like this. I'll turn forward. Take a breath. And now, just moving forward, separate the fingers once they touch the ground towards a knees together, or you could separate the knees apart for a child's pose. And just take a few breaths there. So you're reaching forward, allowing the hips to be up or down. If this bothers the knees, separate them or lift the hips. Take 2 more breaths. Now, if you want to encourage the core, you can interlace the fingers again to come up or keep the hands free. Inhale, feel the sit bones reaching towards the heels, come upright with the torso. And exhale, just open the arms all the way out, all the way down, chin draws down. And then just find your best way to seated. A little bit of asymmetrical posture. I'll do it on an angle for you so you can kind of see the front and the side at the same time. Draw one knee in. I like to bring my right one in first. If for any reason the other one is better for you, not a problem. But your choice, if you can bring the knee in and just try to reach the sit bones down. If this feels unstable, hands content behind you, and you can take your breaths here. If you have folding in you, if it's okay for your body, you can inhale, reach the same knee that's bent as arm that's up, and try to reach for your front foot. You could use a strap here if you have straps. If this is a space that if you say, oh, I can go a little bit more, then really reach. Remember the standing version of this? This will feel much easier having the sit bones on the ground. Wrap it around, internal rotation with the shoulder. My armpit is reaching as close to the shin bone as I can. And then I'm just going to try to reach my hands behind each other. Inhale, square over that long leg. You could stay upright. Or exhale, bow. Take 3 very deep breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, release. We'll do a counter. The 2 feet will stay where they are in reference to your sit bones. Hands will come behind, fingertips pointing towards the sit bones. Your choice of lifting up through the heart, keeping the sit bones down, or keep the knee that's bent, that foot down, the heel down as well. The other foot reaches down, lift up through the hips, bow the head back. Take 3 breaths. With an exhale, if the head is back, sit down, undulate the heart forward so the head comes up last, chin drops down. That's very nurturing for the neck versus feeling like it's a minor whiplash. Now, legs long, the other leg comes in. Your choice of sitting upright and staying. Inhale, lifting the arm up, and exhale, folding towards that long leg. If the shoulder matches in front of your shin bone, and if it feels good and grounding for you, you can try on swimming the arm back. You're internally rotating, spiraling that arm in. If you feel stable, the other arm can come back. Inhale, find length. And exhale, bow. Take 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, pause. Good. Now, once again, just leaning back and staying or lifting up. Head either chin down or head back. Breathe. Beautiful. Exhale. Carefully come all the way down. If my head is back, I'm going to be patient. Roll the head all the way up. That's perfect. Now, take the feet together into Bata, Konasana, butterfly pose. There's a lot of names we call this. Take your thumbs and hold the thumbs to the heart of your foot. Wrap the fingers around. If this is hard for you, you could sit on a block or a blanket, or maybe support your legs from underneath with your hands instead. Choices are Upright, nice and tall. Each inhale, expanding the rib cage out to the arms as the arms hug in. Every exhale, root down through the sit bones. Just pull everything in together. Or if you'd like to fold forward, a straighter spine with the elbows back, or a rounded spine with the elbows out, and you can decide what feels right for you. I'm going to fold with a longer spine. Breathe. Can you take 3 more very slow breaths? That's perfect. Inhale, sit all the way up. Exhale, bow the chin down. Use your own hands to help you to bring the legs in. Yes. Now, you get to decide. So we'll do seated cat-cows. You get to decide if your feet are closer together or wider. I'll have mine about hip-width apart. Hands against the shin bones. With an exhale, you'll round back, tuck the chin down. Breathe and breathe. Good. Now as you inhale, come up. Stay for a couple of breaths. Broaden across the collarbones. These are kind of slow cat-cows, but it's just meant to really give you some spaciousness, really allow you to broaden in unique ways. Now this time we'll mobilize more. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lifting the heart. One more time, exhale, rounding. Now this time, move my little mic. This time, you get to decide if you keep the feet down. If you're trying to find a Navasana, so boat pose, and you always feel like it's in the hip flexors, it might be really helpful for you to, instead of lifting the feet at all, just lean back a little bit and actually push your hands against the upper leg muscles, broaden through the shoulders, and that should connect you straight to your core. If boat pose is okay for you with legs lifted and you feel really the core working, then either feet hovering, knees bent, or even straight. Lift up out of the low back no matter what. Take 3 more breaths, feet down, up, knees bent or straight, broaden. Now your choice of hugging the knees in, rolling back. If you want to hang on to this a little bit more, you can slowly, eyes look down, lower until you eventually see the belly. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If shaking happens, it's okay. And then carefully come onto your back. Once you are on your back, feet can be a little bit wider than the hips. The back of the head reaches down. Arms overhead. If this hurts the shoulders, bring the arms out as wide as it doesn't hurt you. And then think of the toes. I'm just going to point. So plantar flex, dorsiflex, point and flex. And as I'm breathing, it's going to move my whole body ideally. This will just kind of help to re-regulate you quickly. One more breath. That's perfect. And then either slide both feet or one foot at a time. Bring the knees in. Try to reach the forearms around. If that's too much, take the hands to the shin bones. Head can be down, or maybe you tip the head in into Apanasana. Just breathe. Take 3 breaths. Good. Now, set the feet down in front of the sit bones. You get to decide if you have your arms straight, maybe even holding the heels. If you have the arms out to a T, if you do, backs in the knuckles or palms to the ground or even overhead. Ideally, you start here. If you want a variation, go ahead and choose it. Moving into set 2 Bandasana, bridge pose, you'll simply push the feet down. Try to curl the spine in at first so you feel the core engagement. Shoulders broaden. Back of the head is to the ground. Big inhale, lift the hips. Don't tip the chin down. Keep the head rooted. And then stay for 3 more breaths. You can roll the shoulders under and stay, or maybe even roll the shoulders under and connect the hands. Breathe. Just really open up through the front hips. Push the feet down, knees forward. Now, if you have the hands connected, separate them. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can take the whole exhale to lower. Really use that breath to control the body beautifully. Yes, you feel all the muscles working for you. You feel all the synchronicities of the body coming together. That was beautiful. Now, if you would like to, so I want to get the legs over the head. So choices are to bring the legs up, maybe staying there. You could actually even put the legs up a wall if you like. Hands could come out here. If you're familiar with Sarvangasana, so a shoulder stand, or Viparita Karina, you can go there. I'll show you Viparita Karina first, and then a shoulder stand. So this is according to my teacher Ramaswamy. So you can just bring your hands in and hold on to the pelvis, one knee and then the other up. Flip the hands around so the fingers are pointing towards your sit bones. And then just do like you're doing a cow pose, just rest the back of the pelvis to the ground. This is nice and gentle. You could lengthen the legs. And it's a wonderful way to get the heart over the head, kind of release the pressure of the venous flow a little bit and let gravity help. And it also naturally helps to open the hamstrings. You can stay there. If you'd like a shoulder stand, one of my favorite ways to find it is to reach back and then just kind of walk the arms in as much as you can. I like to interlace my fingers, roll the shoulders under, and then as my legs are coming up overhead, decide if my arms stay long or if I try to hold as close to the base of the rib cage as I can. Again, my chin is away from the collarbones, back of the head, shoulders and elbows are reaching down. My legs are very strong towards the center and also towards the ceiling. Can you take 5 more deep breaths wherever you are? Really try to slow down the breath. Soften the eyes, the jaw. And then when ready, either bent or straight legs, find your feet behind the head. If the feet don't touch, it's not a problem. Mine do, so I'll allow that. Just take a breath or two. Your knees could be bent here as well. And then use the support of your hands against your hips and carefully roll onto your back. Once you are on your back, your choice of feet together, knees wide, maybe holding underneath. You could take a hand to the belly. If you would like a Matsyasana, a fish pose, you could instead take the hands to the outside of the hips, push the elbows down. I curl my chin in like I'm doing an upside down cow pose. Sit bones come down. I broaden my shoulders. And as I lift the collarbones, I very kindly can set my head to the ground. And from there, you can keep supporting with your hands to the hips, or maybe find a different position with your arms if it feels safe, if it feels good. You really want to be rooting the sit bones down so it's very light pressure on the head. Soft eyes, 3 more breaths. To come out of it, I push my elbows down, tuck my chin in, big inhale. And exhale, roll onto my back. Take a breath or 2. You can either stay here and let it be Shavasana. If you'd like a spinal twist, bring your knees together. Your choice, just reach the hips over to one side. Your choice of stacked knees. One or both legs straight. Whichever way the knees are facing, eyes might turn the other direction to encourage the heart area broadening. Or you could even work on a little bit of IT band as well and straighten through the upper leg in any manner that makes sense. Just take 3 more breaths. Starting to relax, growing the spine longer, allowing space, calming space, decompressing. Yes, when ready, I'll take the leg that was on top, I'll push that foot down to straighten the spine, take a moment, and then shift the other's way. And then either, again, stacked knees, scissored knees, one leg straight, one bent, maybe both straight. And then once you find a good position, it feels good to turn the eyes the other way, lengthening through the spine. If you find length and favor that length over the twist will come because you are giving the nervous system space to unwind naturally. Beautiful. Kind of curl and tuck everything in. Set the feet down. Maybe lift up the hips once more, either moving directly towards a Shavasana, or maybe you hug the knees in, or find wide knees into a little bit of an Ardha Yoga Nidrasana or Happy Baby. Maybe you lengthen one or both legs. Kind of let you decide how you'd like to feel complete with your practice. When ready, just slide the legs long. If you'd like something under the knees, take it. Open the arms nice and broad, palms up, feet turn out. And if it feels weird to just be straight on the back of the head, it's okay to turn the head a little bit left or right if the back of the head feels like you're having to hold it up. And just stay and breathe. While you breathe, I want to play a singing bowl for a moment, so you can stay as you are while I sit up. Breathe and breathe. Allow your body to settle, relaxing the eyes, the tongue, the jaw, the ears. Drawing a very purposeful breath in and a relaxing, grounding breath out. If you'd like to rest longer, stay on the back. If you're doing okay, curl to one side or the other. Just stay kind of maybe with the hands underneath an ear towards the ground. Just noticing the nurturing energy of the earth. Notice the lifting energy of the skies. And all the elements that are here to serve you and carry you through. You are not alone. You are love at your deepest core space. If you'd like to use the hands to help you tip upright, you can. Finding any seat that feels good for you. Now, when ready, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, hands down to be held at heart center. Chin draws down, shoulders are broad, belly is still in. Take a few breaths here. Just noticing the prana that you've cultivated. Kind of soft, light energy that you might feel swirling within you. Realizing your true nature is light. Keep breathing. Feel that light growing within you. I send you peace. I send you love. I send you presence and wishes from my Shala in Salt Lake City, Utah, that we can all keep our practice going, that we can all find peace through breathing, that we can all rise together as humanity. I believe in you. Namaste.